Today we're looking at fluid leaks on motor cars, and in particular water leaks and oil leaks. But we do get water leaking sometimes from the exhaust. But that's quite normal because for every gallon of fuel we put in the car, you tend to get a lot of fluid coming out, especially on cold mornings. And if you do short runs, it'll tend to look like that because it gathers, doesn't get hot enough to burn it away. But now we're going under the bonnet because we've got some water and oil leaks to look at there as well. Now under the bonnet we've got two sources of leaks. We've got the engine that will leak oil and it will also leak water. So the water, the most common areas are the radiator, and as you can see down here, this one's already corroding and is probably going to spring a leak on its next journey. Now also we get water leaking from the water pump, which is buried behind these covers here, and that's quite common on these cars to go. And either of those start leaking, you must get them checked immediately and replaced, and both jobs aren't really DIY jobs. Now looking at the oil, I've had a scout around this engine. We've actually got an oil leak at the top, an oil leak at the middle and at the bottom. But the most common oil leaks are the crankshaft oil seals and maybe the breather system, which is what's happening here. Crankshaft oil seals, I tend to monitor that leak to see if it gets worse or it's really losing a lot of oil. If not, then leave it until the engine maybe had to come out for some other reason. These sort of things here, I'd want to clean that up and then monitor it after running it to see if it leaks out a lot. And that's either caused by the engine having done a lot of miles and maybe worn piston rings, or maybe a blocked breather or something like that. Now you do sometimes get some easy leaks, like you might just be fortunate enough to get maybe a water leak near your radiator and it might just be a hose clip that needs tightening up with a screwdriver, or you might even have something simple like an oil filter that's just ready for changing and has just sprung a leak. Well, that just generally depends how lucky you are with cars. In this case, this has actually got a sound bill of health and there's nothing majorly wrong with it other than maybe the radiator. So I'll be back next week to tell you more things about cars and how to keep them on the road.